Welcome to the Daily Message. I'm Dane Spots. You've probably seen or read the recent news about the UFOs being the real deal. A whistleblower came forward recently, testifying before Congress. He's an Air Force intelligence officer who worked at the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, the NGA, and the NRO, the National Reconnaissance Office, another one of those three-letter agencies. He was on the UAP task force. UAP stands for Unidentified Aerial Phenomena, which means UFO in common parlance. Anyway, he's a decorated veteran, and I understand he's the real deal, and basically came out with stunning insight into the U.S. government's history with UFOs. He reveals what you might already suspect was true, that for decades, there's been this secret program going on, concealed within multiple agencies of the U.S. government, who are involved in recovering UFO crash material. And I'm quoting from his report now, that includes intact and partially intact vehicles that are of exotic origin, non-human intelligence, whether extraterrestrial or unknown origin, and based on the vehicle morphologies and material science testing, they have unique atomic arrangements and radiological signatures. In other words, all those conspiracy theorist claims that the U.S. government possessed spaceships and ET bodies, it's not a theory at all. It's true. So why did they keep it all so hidden and top secret all these years? Well, you probably know what the answer to that is. To study and back engineer the technology, of course. Technology of unlimited free energy, faster than light travel, and who knows what else. Advanced technology is power, and the knowledge that ETs are here and have been visiting our planet for probably as long as we've been here is big. It would change everything. So an even better reason to keep it secret, as it would change everyone's paradigm about everything. Big news story, you'd think, right? Well, it never made it to the front page of any newspaper or major broadcaster. Only a few blogs picked up the story. What I find most interesting about this isn't the fact that we have had ETs visiting us, even though it's like the biggest news story ever if the evidence is real. It isn't even the fact that Earth has been visited by extraterrestrials for thousands of years. It's how we're made to think about it. That's the deeper issue. This disinformation campaign that's been going on, well, since the beginning. Starting with Project Blue Book in the 60s, which was pretty darn effective. It made everyone who said that they saw a flying saucer out to be a kook. And all these decades later, that paradigm still sticks. That to me is the bigger story. The fact that we've all been lied to for so long, the truth, whatever it is whatever they say it is, whoever they are. Information and the truth is manipulated. And this is the real story, and it's been going on for a very long time. I'm sure you've heard the term gaslighting, which is, well, it's a form of mind control, and for decades, the UFO disinformation thing has been a very effective gaslighting psyop. The human mind, it turns out, is pretty easy to manipulate. All you have to do is create a little doubt, toss in some fear-based ideas, and make it a bad thing to go against groupthink. And the majority of people will happily disbelieve their own eyes. I have a bit of insider knowledge about all this. In addition to my work at ZYGON, I've been the CEO of a company called SciTech for a quarter of a century, which was the private company the Pentagon transferred its remote viewing technology to in 1989, when it closed down its top secret mine technology military intelligence unit. Remote viewing is a powerful intelligence collection tool that is perfect for investigating anomalies like UFOs. I can tell you firsthand that for many years at SciTech, we've been investigating UFO phenomenon, which included projects involving the truth about crop circles, UFO crashes and sightings, and even direct contact with our own viewers, which were involving close encounters of the third and fourth kind. Even contractors from the military-industrial complex paid us to investigate sightings and report back to them what they were all about. There's more activity going on out there than any civilian realizes. It's all very real, and it's been real for some time. We live in a culture that has for years makes you doubt your sanity if you claim you've ever seen such phenomena. And most people just go about their business and never give it a thought. They're too busy making a living and putting food on their table. And because the paradigm, this official narrative that they created, you're not allowed to question it. So the really big story here is how well that propaganda campaign worked and how stupid they think we all are who consume their disinformation. So what is the point of all this, and why am I even bringing it up today? Because the world is changing, and there will be a revelation soon. New ways of thinking and interacting, where people will finally reject the lies and the groupthink that's thrust upon them. And it might just be that this idea, the idea that we're not alone in the universe and have been lied to about reality for so long, it breaks everything wide open. I really hope so, because the human adventure is just beginning, and there's so much more to learn and grow from. And to have our evolution held back by a handful of selfish, self-serving humans who think they're gods and want to control us and how we think, well, it's time to move on to a more enlightened era. For some of us, you that are listening to this message, I think it's right around the corner.